So, a lot of people ask me, what's your favorite SE? And why? So, today we're going to talk about the Big Flyer. I have a couple of them. This isn't all of them. I think I have maybe 6 or 8 more at my warehouse. But this one is bone stock. I'm going to talk about why I like this one over the Big Ripper. So, Big Flyer over Big Ripper. Why I prefer this one. We'll start with the back end. Triangle frame. I feel like a triangle is more of a BMX than a loop tail. I feel like the loop tail is, I mean, it's retro. That's what bikes from the 80s pretty much started, loop tails. For the bike I ride, we're going triangle. We're gonna move up to the bottom bracket. This comes with a mid bottom bracket. This is just a bearing pressed into the frame over like an American bottom bracket that is a bearing and a cup, and that cup is pressed into the frame, or a European where it's threaded into the frame. BMX bikes run all three. Mid to me is a BMX. There's no cups, there's no nothing, it's just bearing in the frame. And we're gonna move up to the headset. Most BMX bikes come with an integrated headset, which is just a bearing in the frame. This is an internal headset, which there is a cup in the frame, but the style of the cup that's in the frame takes like an internal or integrated headset bearing. So to me, the headset on this, the bottom bracket, the rear triangle, that all makes this more of a BMX bike. I'm not saying that the Big Ripper is not a BMX bike, but this to me is a standard, a typical BMX build. And that's why I run this one or over the Big Ripper. I do have Big Rippers, but Big Flyer is always gonna be my go-to. I don't really do too crazy of a seat angle. Most of my bike setups have pivotal seats and you can't angle them as crazy. If I'm doing a ride out, I might adjust my seat post, dip the seat in a little bit more, but for street riding, for skate park, for dirt jumps, I keep it a little more flat. I lied, they're angled because I just looked over there and they're all angled, but they're not super angled like, you know, like a wheelie bike, you know what I'm saying? I like to keep my bars in line with my forks. I don't know if you could see that there. Some people rock them forward, some people rock them back real far. I like to keep them in line there. Comfortable for wheelies, comfortable for my pull-up on my bunny hops, nose manuals. I'll typically do a full build. SE gave me this bike a few months ago. I sat on it for a while. I'm now gonna be riding this one, so I'm gonna get some clips stock-ish. I'm gonna do a build on it, some other gold parts on there, and then do a full build, but it's rare for me to keep a bike stock like this. I guess we could look at one of my other Big Flyers and I could show you. This one here is for the Altamont Charter of the Hells Angels. We're doing a bike raffle. I got them the gray City Grounds. I got all the parts in there. Shout out Ride Out Supply for the sticker kit once again, and the sprocket. We got the Oakland Big Flyer, the Oakland Flyer here. This is one of the newer bikes that just came out. This is a full custom build. This one was just a frame that SE had sent me. The black sparkle. It was the black sparkle with the pink and blue. I got the frame and did a full build. And when I say full build, I mean wheels, tires, forks, bars, stem, headset, seat clamp. Everything on this bike is aftermarket except for the frame. This blue camo, Ride Out Supply had sent me this one. I did a full build on it except for the wheels and forks. This one's going to be getting stripped, and I'm going to be giving it to someone. It's going to just be frame, fork. Everything else is coming off. It's going back to stock. This is my main, I guess, daily. This is a full build as well. City Ground sent me this one. This is also a Big Flyer collab they did with SE. Frame only, full build, wheels. Shout out Kenji Area Cycles. I got Velocity Blunt 35s to Merit front hub and a Sadio rear hub. Hub's older than majority of the kids in Bike Life. Sacramento Flyer. I fucking love this purple. The purple on gray combo is, this I just built today. Fairly stock. We did tires, pedals, grips, freewheel, and pegs. This one's kind of built the same as the gold one. Same setup, the way everything feels until I get my bars and everything on there. This is my brother's big flyer. This is purple camo, full build that we did. I think the only thing stock on it is cranks and the seat post clamp. Everything else, oh, and the wheels. But his bike is built exactly like mine to the T. This is what started it for me. This was my very first big flyer. I rode the fuck out of this one. This bike is actually the one that Ride Out Supply did. If you've ever bought a sticker kit for the camo big flyers, this was the one. I sent them the frame and they mocked everything up. I got this one in September of 2020 at the Hoedown. Thanks, Todd. I know Todd and Losi picked the big flyer for me because of the bike type. And I know a lot of the other guys on the team ride the Big Ripper. And I said, yeah, I'm down. So 4 years solid in September that I've been riding this frame. So yeah, that's get yourself a big flyer. Comment on this, tell SE that they need to do a Santos flyer. Thanks.